Do you remember the first impression you have of Bobby and Andrew?
With Bobby, I think I remember seeing him a long time ago at the Comedy Store, like the first time I saw him in person, and my one of my roommates eventually who moved in was one of my best friends, Chappelle Lacey. I don't know if you know him.
Yeah, I know him.
Very funny dude, great guy. And we'd go to the Comedy Store, and he knew Bobby, I think, from Arizona. And yeah, Bobby would just like run up on him and like kept calling him Shapai. And he would just run into the hallway.
That sounds like Bobby.
Who is this guy's crazy?
Right.
And then I didn't ever really talk to him, but I remember thinking he was just like wild. Like I was thinking we would probably never be friends. Like I don't think he would ever talk to me. But I'm not a little bit of a judgment on him, but also like my confidence level was so low.
Right.
Like there's no way. And I think Chappelle was telling me they went to like a bathhouse later that night. It was like this. I'm just not his type.
Crowd.
Friend. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then what was really cool was, and I think it's too like him being sober and us meeting when he's sober is like really cool. Like that, I'm really glad he did that too, because he's just a little more level-headed. But I'd work at the Comedy Store and he'd just come over and talk to me, and not all the paid regulars do that, you know.
Yeah.
And so he was one of the most famous people to come, and he'd come over and talk to me, and made me feel really special, and we'd just riff and laugh. And
I mean, he has a really good eye for comedy and comedians, obviously. But I mean, probably you don't know that, but when we're shooting Bad Friends one day, he said, "Hey, there's a new person that I really like at the Comedy Store, and I wanna invite her and see how she works here." You know, that was I was like, okay, but yeah, her name is Jessie. This is her number. Let's try to get her here. You know, so he does pay attention to, you know, I think obviously his wild side, everybody sees it, but then it's like, okay, if he likes someone for their, you know, qualities in comedy or whatever it is, he'll try to help, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I see him working now.
Yeah.
Like I see him talking to the New Door guys. And
Yeah.
Oh, it's awesome, because I know what he's doing.
Yeah.
And I don't even think they understand.
Yeah.
Like how much. I told somebody last night who was a door guy, because Bobby said he liked my set and was really happy about it.
Right.
And they said it's really cool if Bobby likes you. Similar to what you just said. I'm like, he doesn't like everybody.
No.
And you can have a great career if Bobby doesn't like you.
Yeah.
But if he does like you, it could help you out so much.
Yeah.
Like
And he obviously, you know, he has his own sense of humor and his type of comedy, so not everybody's gonna fit in that.
Yeah.
But yeah, and what about Andrew? So Bobby, while would we say that's the first impression?
Andrew was like more. It was harder for me to talk to him, which he hates to hear.
Yeah.
But he's not like, he doesn't come off as mean, but he just kind of has like he goes right into work and then leaves.
Yeah.
And so with Bobby, it's like, I think I was really intimidated to talk to most of the paid regulars, which was like a confidence thing on my end. But Bobby's very much of like, he's not like gonna knock on the door. He's gonna swing it wide open, like, hey, and like he approaches you.
You have to be dressed all the time around him. He'll open the door.
yeah. But you know what I mean? Like,
yes.
You don't have to go up and be like, hey, Bob. Like, he'll come up to you and be like, hey, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm working.
Yeah.
But with Andrew, it's like, I think you just go approach him, and that wasn't my style. He's like working. I don't want to bug anybody when I'm working there, you know.
So did you start talking to him really when you started doing Bad Friends? Like, was that
Yeah, I would talk to him maybe 3 words here, 3 words there. Like, you're going up next. It was like when I would work the room at the OR. Like, but then the first time I talked to him in length was that first episode. And for about 3 months, I want to say, all of our conversations were recorded. And it was kind of an interesting relationship to have. Like,
yeah.
Every time we hung out, it was just on air, basically.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, it's I mean, I feel like also, yeah, perception is different, because he comes across as less wild, right? More average, normal. Like you can talk, but then it's interesting. He's more business.
Yeah, but he's really become one of my biggest mentors too.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, like, do you feel like they act as your mentors?
Yeah, Bobby is he is more like he's more of like the oracle, I think.
Yeah, he's the oracle.
Yeah, like in the sense of he will like depart wisdom on me when I need it.
Yeah.
He's not going to be like um he's not gonna go out of his way to like it's like if there's something I need,
Yeah.
or like if I really have a problem, or like I know I could go to him.
Yeah. Give you a riddle.
Yeah, and it will be in a riddle. I won't quite know what he means.
Right.
But with Andrew, it's like I can text him, and like I feel like he'll respond.
He texts back. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, I know with these headlining shows, he's really been like sharing stuff on his story. For my headlining shows, he's like
Right.
sharing stuff on his story, and I hope it sells out. He's texting me, and like, he took me on the road before the tour to Salt Lake City, and I featured for him there. And that's the first time I did stand up where I went on stage and like everyone knew who I was, and that was a big confidence boost. And
Right.
and now that club owner is having me back out on my own in the next month, so it's like there's been certain things he's done that have that really helped me too, and so it's our relationship has evolved.
Yeah. How cool is that? No? Do you feel like you are like now living your life like as it's supposed to be?
Yes, it really feels like that, and it's interesting how like now I'm barely starting to headline, but this is it. This is the rest of the life.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about what you're up to these days. What are your new projects and things like that?
Well, I'm getting into headlining, and besides when I do feature, or go on the road with bad friends, or if I do any more feature dates with Jesselnick, etc., stuff like that, I'm headlining. So it's really exciting, and it's basically what I think the rest of my career is going to look like. It'll evolve in different ways, but I'll be working the road, and it's really exciting, and I'm focusing on building this hour. I'm incorporating my trumpet into the stand-up.
That's cool.
And it's been really fun. Last night, I like I said earlier, did Irvine, and it was almost sold out, which is a huge room. So it was really special to see that people came out. Almost a lot of bad friends.
Right. Yeah.
And it was cool, and I felt like I want to create something where people want to come back. You know? I don't want to just take advantage of this new following I have and get like a quick paycheck, you know what I mean? So I'm really trying to build something special, and it felt like people left excited, and they'll come back, and
that's
I just
cool.
want to take it on the road.
And are you now, do you take someone who opens for you? Is that how
Yes.
it works?
It's so fun. Like, that's something really big that Andrew's literally sat me down and taught me directly. I think both him and Bobby, they also show me by example too, but is to pay it forward. And so that's something that I really look forward to doing as well, because it helped me do what I want to do.
Yeah.
But I brought some, I think I'll mostly go through the door guys.
Right.
You
keep bringing people into the matrix, now in your case, instead of waking them up.
Yeah, I'm bringing them in with the fun part.
The fun part.
But yeah, Felicia Folks and Willie Simon came with me last night, and I'm bringing Joel Jimenez on Saturday. And I can't afford to bring people when I fly yet, though.
Right.
But soon I will.
Right. Yeah. No, that's also when I feel like that about everything in general. I didn't have that mentality when I moved to the US, but seeing how that works, like if you help people, not only you feel good about it, but it's also you're putting that energy, and that can come back to you, and like it's you create that community, and I think it's cool to do that.